Hello, everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter of the Advanced CapCut tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 3, where I'll be showing you guys about making a pop-up video effect. Okay, so we will see that how you can make a pop-up video effect in CapCut. So let's not waste time and let's get started. So basically over here on my screen, as you guys can see, now I'm here in the home page of CapCut. So well, if you want to create up a new project, let's click on create project and it will just move me directly into the workspace and the interface in which we guys gonna work. So this is basically the workspace and the interface in which I'm going to work. And the next thing is that you guys can come here and you guys can now import your videos and the audios that you guys are going to work with. Okay. And under stock materials, you guys can also see that there are videos which you guys can actually use. Otherwise, here there will be a lot of options. Okay. You guys can use all of these videos. If you want to search for any videos by name or any photos by name, you guys can also do that. So we are going to look at the pop out effect, like how it basically works on. So for that now, as I already do have videos in my resource file, let's click on import. And from here, as you guys can see, I do have a lot of these videos using which I can work on. Okay, so let's come here, and from here now let's take this video and let's take this all these videos over here, and let me just open it up right here as well. Okay, so as you guys can see now, let's take this video first, okay, which is of 37 seconds. But let's say if I don't want 37 seconds of the video, let's say I do want to trim it. So you guys can trim it right over here inside the timeline. But instead, what I'm going to do to save my time is I'm going to come here and I'm going to trim it down from here itself. Okay, so let's decrease 7 seconds from here. And now once I'm done, I can just drag and drop it right over here on my screen. Okay. Uh, let's say if you do want to go back, again, you do want to come right over here. Let's click on the plus sign, and this is how it is going to look like. So if you want me to play it, here you guys can see in this particular place, playback media panel, my video is basically being played, and you guys can see the total duration of the video is 20 seconds and 24 frames. Okay, and also at the same time, to make it a bit more interesting, you guys can come here, you guys can go to the audios option, and from the audios option, you guys can search for different musics. And if you do want to use different kind of sound effects, you guys can also do that. Okay. Otherwise, there are different brand music if you have saved in any. There are TikTok sounds as well. So just check it right over here, different type of musics. So you guys can just play it from here. So let's come here, let's play it. So I'll just bring this particular audio and I will just place it right underneath. Okay. And if I don't want the full audio, I'll come here and let's say I will just bring it right over here. And now let's say I am in the end of the video. Okay. So if I just come here, I will just turn on the auto snapping. Okay. So here you do have the turn off auto snapping. Here you do have turn off main track magnet. So I'll just come here, and here you guys can see now you guys can just snap it right at the end. So I'll just keep it right over here, and now I am going to cut. Okay, so if you do want to split here, you do have the split option, and you guys can come here and you guys can basically make a split. Now again, come here, go to select. Let's select this. Let's click on delete. And now you guys can zoom to fit in here in the timeline. Okay, so this is the video which I have over here. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the video which I have. Now I want to show a pop out effect. So for that, let's go to the import page again. And now I want to show over here that what is the next video that they are going to watch. Okay, so you guys might have seen in so many TV channels or in YouTube as well, that is how it shows. Okay, so I do have this video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna place this video on top. Okay, so I'm gonna place this particular video over here on top, and now I need to select that which part of the video do I want to show. Okay, so let's come here and let me just come here and let me just place it right over here somewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna place it right over here, and now let's just move it back up. So let me just move this one. So now I have placed it back again over here. Now let's come to this particular video and let me put my cursor over here on top. Okay, so now I will select this top video right over here, and now I am going to scale it down. So you guys can just scale it down from the sides as well. Okay, so let me just place it over here in this particular corner, which is on the right hand side. Okay, so I'm going to put this video on one side, and after that what I'm gonna do is as I do have turned on the snapping, you guys can see like whenever this video will appear, this is how it will show that this video is the next video. Okay, so this is how it will disappear. So now let's place it right here, and now I am going to go to this text option, which I have here on top. So let's click on text, and now I'm going to take a default text box. Otherwise, if you want to get some text template, you guys can also get this text template. Like if you love any of these motions and stuff, you guys can also use those as well. Okay, so let me just go add text. Let's click on add upper text box, and I will just keep this text box with the similar duration of my video. Okay, so let's keep this particular text box over here. And now in this particular text box, I am going to type next. Let's use all caps. Next video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change out the font right now. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the font, which is Abstract Groovy. You guys can use it. And now I need to choose the color as well. Okay, so I can choose any color as I want. Okay, so let's come here. And now let's go for some colors. Let me just try few of it, whatever looks good. Okay, and yellow kind of looks good. And I'm going to put this one just on top over here. And also I'm going to give this one up a background. So to put up a background, or if you do want to decrease the letter spacing, you guys can come here, and that's how it's going to look. Let me just place it somewhere over here. Now let's go down, let's turn on the background, and let me just go with a white background. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with a white background right over here, and let me just keep it. And you guys can see if I do want to change the opacity, I can basically change the opacity. And if you do want some rounded rectangle, okay, you guys can just make it up a rounded rectangle. You guys can just select the height, and also you guys can manage the width. Okay, So let me just bring it down a little bit. Okay. And once this is done, I will just go back. And if you want to put out any animation as well, you guys can also do that. Let's see how it will start on the screen. Or yellow is not looking that great. So in that case, I can just change the color of the text. Let me just go with some dark red color. Okay, so let's see how it looks. Okay, let me just place it right over here. Let's take this video and from here, if you want to come here, basically if you do want to adjust the video color and stuff, you guys can do that. If you do want to put out animation with that also, I will show you guys how to work on with those things as well. Okay, so as this is done right now, the next thing what I'm gonna do is, let's say the video is starting from here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, now I'm gonna come here and I am basically going to put out some keyframes. Okay, so you need to know what keyframes are first. Okay, as you guys can see on the right hand side of this control panel, I do have this diamond like icon. So if you do want to add keyframes, you guys can basically do that. So first, let's come here and let's put on keyframes. Let's put one over here. Let me move it. Let's put one over here as well. Okay, so here. And lastly, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put one keyframe right over here. And lastly, I do want to put one keyframe over here as well. Okay, so now let's come and let me just place. Let me put my keyframe over here. And what I'm gonna do is, now I am going to change up the position. Okay, so let's come here and I'm going to change out the position. And this is how the keyframe will work. And also what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna select this, and over here also I am going to put on the keyframe as well. Okay, so let's come over here. So I'm going to put a keyframe over here and at this particular point I do want to put on another keyframe. Okay, so I'm going to put another keyframe over here in the position only. And now let's move it maybe till here. Okay, so let me just fix this first. Okay, let's me choose this one. And what I'm gonna do is, let's come here. So at this particular point, this will appear right over here. This will come to this point, and let me just come to this last keyframe, which I have over here. And let me just come to this last keyframe. Okay, let me just move it out. Let's come here. And I'm just going to move it down from here as well. Okay, so let me just come here. Otherwise, I do want to move it on the sides. Okay, so let me just clear it off on the sides. So now let's see how it actually looks if I just play it. And yeah, this is how it will just go off. So the same way, let's come here and now at this particular point, okay, so this frame, at this particular frame, I'm going to add another keyframe. Okay, so let's add another keyframe. And here I am going to put another keyframe as well. So now let's come to the first keyframe right over here, which is that I don't want it on my screen. And the next thing is when you just come right over here, you need to come to this particular position. Now let's come here. And next thing is I want to move it out as well. Okay, so I do want to move it down. And now let's see how it actually looks. So yeah, this is how I do want to do the pop-up effect. And sometimes if you feel that, well, the timing is not that great, and let's say I do want to do a bit of delay over here. So now let's play. So yeah, you guys can actually do things like that. Maybe a delay over here. And maybe I'll just place it right over here a bit. And I'll just check. And yeah, this kind of looks good. So now lastly, once this is done, let me just play up this whole thing. Okay. So you guys can see this video is basically going on over here. And now you guys will see the pop-up effect of the next video. Okay. So you guys can see this is how it will pop up, and the video is moving out and the text as well moved out. Okay, so this is how you guys can actually create a pop-up effect inside CapCut. So yeah, I hope you guys have understood this class, and if you're happy with this kind of video, now let's click on export, and now you can save up the file. Okay, so I will name this one as pop up effect, and let me just export it to my resource file, which I have over here. Large icons. I will just select this particular folder, and I can choose that what is going to be the video resolution. I can choose what is going to be the audio format over here. Okay, so I will just take MP3. And now let's come here. If you do want to check copyright of this one, so here you guys can just check the copyright option as well. Okay, so once you're done, you guys can see the rate is 60 fps, which is frames per second. Format is mp4, codec is h.264, bitrate is recommended. Now let's click on export, and you guys can see the duration is 21 seconds and the file size is about 31 MB. And if you do want to change out the cover of this particular video as well, you guys can also change out the cover. If you do want to edit it here, you will have a cover design option in which we have a different class itself. Okay, like how to work on designing the cover. So I will just exit from here, and now let's export it. And I hope to see you all in the next chapter where we're gonna learn more about CapCut itself. So see you all. Till then, take care and goodbye, everyone.